This is by 3,193 miles.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
How is everyone doing, feeling?
Hopefully good. You don't want
Hopefully.
sadness.
Just a hint of sadness, like I feel fantastic. Like the robot girl that is very creepy. She's like, I feel fantastic.
No clue what you're on about, but hey.
It was like on a playlist of scary, eerie videos. We have some very exciting news to share with you. We have received our very first pair of hate comments, and
we're so proud of ourselves.
Was so exhilarating. Like, it was on a clip that we took from our last episode that was posted onto our TikTok. Follow it.
Follow all of the social medias.
If you're not following us but watching us or listening to us, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
You're not supporting us enough.
Literally.
I'm joking.
And I don't know, somehow we ended up on someone's For You page, and they took our very sarcastic jokes way too seriously and to heart.
Can you just not tell what sarcasm is?
And they thought that we were making fun of people with trauma. That no, just hypotheticals.
I think we both have trauma.
You know what? Our podcast is our therapy sessions. I feel that's what it is. It
kinda, but then again, I have writing. So.
Oh, I can't write for shit, so talking is.
You read my writing, so.
That's true. But yeah, we appreciate the time and effort they took to write those 2 comments. It really means a lot to us. Like,
exactly.
They're just.
Thank you for paying that much attention to what we have to say. Mm-hmm. Like, this is exactly what we needed. You're just giving us a boost into.
Exactly.
Forgot the word for it.
The
algorithm.
Yeah. And we can't wait to have more. And we're ready for them. Fan behavior.
Comes from,
Give us those hate comments. We want them rolling in. After this episode, please comment hate.
Or don't.
Uplift us.
Yeah.
Positive reinforcement.
If that exists.
Moving on to today's topic, which is cults and religions, dealing with cult-like activities.
Yeah, because we'd 100% offend everyone in the whole world if we were like cults and religions like as one topic. No, it's just religions have cult-like activities in them.
Yep. Basically that. End of it. That's the episode. We don't have to explain ourselves anymore. You can do that yourself. Goodbye. The reason why some religions, especially like Christianity, that's the most popular out of all. I mean, all of the religions has something to do with culty stuff, but I'm going to use Christianity as an example because
it's the one we know most about.
Yeah. And just admiring something that we don't know exists, I guess. Like, there's obviously like examples from the Bible,
but we can't prove them.
Yeah.
To be true.
And it's usually man-made by other people and not.
Exactly. And the fact that the Bible, the Christian Bible, has been changed so much throughout history. It's they changed the Bible so pedophilia can be allowed in the Christian church.
Yeah, and lots of the information that's read in the Bible can be misinterpreted so easily.
Yeah. Especially with like homophobic people, they're like, oh, my religion doesn't allow it. But not in one single Bible in the world does it say people who like the same gender are
Mm.
going to burn in hell or something like that. It never says that.
Exactly. And it's also fear mongering with the idea of there being a heaven and a hell, because, oh, if you don't commit a sin, which Jesus died for our sins anyway, so why can't we sin? That
Exactly.
doesn't
That's
fucking
what
make
I was
sense.
so confused about. Because people are like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. That's a sin. Well, first of all, Jesus died for our sins
Yeah.
in Christianity and Catholicism and any other branch of Christianity that I do not know of. Fucking everyone has committed at least one sin in their lives, multiple. Because I'm sorry, a sin is wearing two fabrics at once, like two different fabrics at once. So if you're wearing silk and velvet, that's a sin. If you're wearing cotton and polyester, that's a sin. And I don't think anyone would wear just full denim, full polyester or something. We
Yeah.
all commit sin. It's
Nobody's
just
perfect.
exactly. And some are just done more so with like without awareness, people don't pay attention to them. Like the two fabric ones, that's like the only one I can think of.
Yeah. Or being gay.
Yeah,
Because
like that's not even a sin. I'm sorry. The Ten Commandments, I think that's what the sins are. It doesn't say in the Ten Commandments or whatever the section it was that was the sins, right? It didn't mention anything about homosexuality.
the reason why Christianity could be so similar to a cult is because, first of all, worshiping God and Jesus, that they're also like the same person as well, which didn't make
Wait,
sense
is
to
the
me.
same person?
That's what they, no, yeah, I don't know, it was
I
something
thought
like
God
that.
was Jesus' father.
I know, but they, I guess, think of them both of the same power. I don't, that's always confused me personally.
I also just I get really confused when people are like I like worship God. I'm like, what? Because you don't know what God is. We don't know if God is a human and some type of
Yeah.
animal. You don't. My brain just can't comprehend the fact that people just worship something, a higher
Yeah.
power that's just not existent. I guess.
And the fact
'Cause
that they refer to God as him, why can it be her? Or why can
don't
it just be like God? Like, who gives a shit?
like we don't know what
Mhm.
God looks like, what God sounds like, or anything, and that's just why my brain can't comprehend it. But I do pray to God sometimes. It's like that's actually so true. I prayed to God this year actually, like last month.
When I've hit rock bottom, I'm like, please help
No,
me.
to
Oh,
me,
dear God.
I don't know why, but I'm always I don't personally believe in religion that much, right? But there's just times where I feel like I have to pray
Hmm.
because I used to be religious
Same.
out of my own free will, by the way. Like my mom never taught me to be religious. My dad never taught me to be religious or anything. I used to be so religious and I didn't remember that at all. And some things just from then stuck with me and I can't really change them and I don't want to change them.
Yeah. And since I think Christianity is the most popular out of any other religion,
Yeah, because
it
think about it, even in history with like years, BC is literally before Christ.
mhm, it's kind of within people who were raised with, Christianity and stuff, that you can't get rid of unless you have like religious trauma. Then, like, you
Yeah.
know I've never
But
really experienced that, but I've never really understood or enjoyed like going to church, and it just wasn't my thing. I believe that there's something that's controlling the stuff around us. And
yeah, but then again, my mind, right,
mhm,
can't comprehend the fact that there's one thing, one
yeah,
being behind it all. I feel like if like religion ends up being the truth and all, I feel like there would be a God for everything. Like
yeah,
a
of
God for
course.
Roman times. Yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah, the gods and goddesses, like I feel like those are
I
more
believe those are more believable for my brain,
mhm.
but I don't have to it.
Just for each category, there's a god and what their purpose is, and that makes more sense to me other than
It
one
has like groups and
power,
stuff.
just like you said, being in control of everything. There must be multiple.
Yeah, I feel like there is one person who like created it all, but I feel like there's like gods and goddesses that control bits and pieces.
Yeah. And I feel like we also contribute our power as a collective could be pretty powerful if we were to just
Also think about like witchcraft and stuff, right?
mhm,
Like if your mind believes it, it will happen.
yeah.
So realistically, like that could be like, oh, God did that for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just, but then again, it could also in your brain be like, no, I made this happen because the universe heard me. So it all really depends on how your brain comprehends all of it.
Yeah, and I also heard about how we are the universe itself experiencing stuff around us and like creating our reality and such
Also, I
stuff
just
like
don't
that.
feel like we're born in the world with a meaning. I feel like we create our own meaning and purpose in life.
Yeah. I've
I
also
haven't
heard
found mine yet.
there could be many concepts, ideas to what could have created us, but I feel like if the whole population on Earth were to just not meditate, but like be at the same frequency, would be so powerful and like because we as beings are powerful with that power, we just have to unlock it
Yeah,
within ourselves.
we
And
have to unlock our higher power.
like I was even thinking about how Jesus was probably an example with how he healed people, like a woman that was blind or something. He made her able to
Yeah,
see. He had those healing
I think
powers
he's a
within
man.
himself. I don't know. Either way, I feel like Jesus was maybe assigned to other people to show that he that you could do the same thing as he's doing, like healing others, which could deal with Reiki healing, I
Yeah, yeah.
feel. And just
Oh, isn't that like the hand movements and like those bowl sounds?
mhm,
I remember anytime I'm in town, there's this one shop, right? And it sells that the bowl
mhm.
with the thingy, like loads of different types of them. And I really, really want to get one, but I have no idea how to do it or if it's a closed practice or anything. So I'm always so scared of getting it.
I don't think it's a closed practice. I mean, research that, but
Yeah, I just don't have the motivation to research it.
it's very healing and we can heal ourselves from any trauma, from any sickness, etc. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I might
all
have to heal myself
it
from
all starts from
trauma.
the mind and how you view things.
Mm. We know I don't do that very well, do I?
Me neither. Running
Yes.
away. Eh, yeah.
I had a plan of that actually. Didn't complete it because the friend just kind of disappeared that I was going to do it with. Still don't know where she went.
Oh,
Hope she's okay.
maybe a cult took her. These religions can lie to people and say you can't do this, this, or this because otherwise you are a sinner. And then you receive hate or they think that you're the devil. Especially
Yeah,
if you do witchcraft. Yeah. Tarot cards, they dislike you.
maybe I need to throw my whole room away then.
Yeah, I'm definitely not peeking at my altar right now. That doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Oh, I definitely don't have
Yeah.
crystals because I worship crystals. Yeah, that's what I worship.
That's insane. What an insane
When
idea.
I found that some people are like, oh, you worship crystals. That's evil activity.
I swear I've heard people say that in real life. In real life thing, like,
It's a
oh,
rock
people-
from the earth, created by the earth. What the fuck?
Look at how pretty it is.
Yeah, of course.
It's a bit sparkly as well. So
By Mother Nature herself.
respect the earth. Climate change. Oh, there's a bug. There's a bug. There's a bug.
Evacuate that. Never mind. Oh,
This piece of paper.
rest in peace. Oh, that is so pretty. The main point of some religions, you know, and cults is to brainwash you into thinking something and having power over you. So you have no
Yeah.
control.
And that's exactly what cults are about. Yeah. For example, in one cult, a girl didn't speak for 4 years. She wasn't allowed to speak for 4 years.
That's just misogynistic.
Oh no, everyone. Like, no one in that cult could have spoken. It was actually the Heaven's Gate cult. The girl that escaped it said she didn't speak for 4 years. She wasn't allowed.
And explain what that cult is about, because I didn't
Actually,
write it
don't know how
down.
to- basically, the leader got people together. I don't know what it was about originally, but at the end, they all planned a mass suicide because the leader told them that like the earth is ending, and to get to safety, they have to like die, and if they kill themselves together with that guy, they'll like go to a safe place, you know. But it's a very famous cult, so most people know about it.
But there was one survivor, right?
At least one, yeah. She escaped. She got a job as a waitress because they, at near the end of the cult, they could have gotten like they could get restaurant jobs and stuff. And she got a waitress job, and then she escaped because she realized that, oh, this isn't actually normal.
Yeah. And
Let me get her name actually.
it's actually very hard to like get out of these type of cults because they want you to stay and not leave because you can expose them. And
So let's not forget that the leader like controlled every second of their lives, like when they slept, how they slept, everything. That's so creepy. If someone tries to disturb my sleep, I'd actually punch them.
same.
You could only shower for 6 minutes.
That would be a problem for me.
Hey, Janice, I think was her name, or Anna Gibbons, something like that.
I just saw a white van outside of my house that drove by. Is the government listening? Is a cult listening? Because that
Hey.
I literally saw two. I'm not fucking kidding.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm a bit.
I'm sorry. On Wikipedia, Heaven's Gate cult is classed as a religious group.
So yeah, has something to do with religion, of course.
Yeah, because it was an American new religious movement. Because it was genuinely about like religion, but it was a cult. It was led by Bonnie Nettles and Marshall Applewhite.
And usually, how they get these people to even join is
Went on a journey of spiritual discovery, identifying themselves as the two witnesses of revelation, attracting a following of several hundred people in the mid-1970s. In 1976, the group stopped recruiting and instituted a monastic lifestyle. What the hell does that mean?
Is they bribe people and say that you might get this or this when you join. And that's what intrigues people, of course, and then they're stuck.
Cults aren't a crime, but they always end up committing a crime, and it's like, why can't you just create a cult and not be a criminal?
Yeah, and I think it was episode 3. We talked about Charles Manson, and he also had a cult.
I'm sorry, I would have joined it.
We know you would have.
He's my best friend, my love, my one and only. Oh, people don't think I'm serious about that.
Yeah, but that one
I've
person
made
would
it
probably
a bit.
think that you're
Well,
serious, and they would be like, oh, why are you saying that? You know, Charles
which-
Manson was a criminal and a murderer. Yeah, no
yeah, I
shit.
know, that's why I like him now.
Yeah, that's my type.
My type's criminals.
Reason B is that even if you want to like not join the cult, they can persuade you easily. They can force you.
Blackmail you.
Yeah, they could take away your rights and just kidnap you, and you don't have a say in anything. And that's why when you see like these survivors talking about their stories and how they escaped, they've been stuck somewhere for so long without any rights, and now
And
finally,
the fact that most cults also like force you into cutting off all of your family, friends, and anyone you know that
Mhm.
isn't a part of the cult. So you have no access to the outside world. So you genuinely don't know anything else but
and
the
you
cult.
have no help. That's like the cult is your only help. But of course, if you don't agree with what the cult is for and the rules or whatever, your only way out of there is to either, I don't know, kill yourself or run away. But that's pretty tough. It's like you're
Yeah, well,
escaping
killing
North
yourself
Korea.
not possible.
North Korea is a cult. Oh,
Oh my god.
I shouldn't say that.
Kim
Don't
Jong-un is
come
gonna
after
come
me.
after you. You're gonna get an email. Claudia, blah blah blah. If you do not take down this video of you saying whatever you just said, we will come to wherever you live and we will break down your door and kill your whole family and then torture you until you apologize to Kim Jong-un and move to North Korea.
Sounds very fun. Very cool
We'll take you to
experience. We'll join
join
against
the
my
cult of
will.
North Korea.
But another very well-known cult is, of course, Scientology, because
They are the ones that are in Dublin. There are 2 Scientology buildings in
ew.
Ireland. When I was researching it, the main person I seen was Tom Cruise. He's got a lot of shit.
And John Travolta and Elizabeth Moss is.
Oh yeah, I did see her name mentioned
And
a
some of
lot.
them are even raised in Scientology. They were born in Scientology, and that's why I think they have no way out of it, really. And it was invented by an American author, which why is an author creating a cult?
Creating them. And also, let's not forget the fact that it's classed as a religion.
Mm-hmm. Science itself. Hello, Lucifer. And that what Scientology means to them is knowing how to know. And also, the author is L. Ron Hubbard, if you wanted to know. And maybe
What
you're
books
one.
has he written? I need to know. I might be into his books.
Many different books. Like, I think he's published hundreds.
How?
I don't
Isn't he dead? Oh yeah,
have a
he's
clue.
dead. Isn't he?
Maybe
He is dead.
he's dead, but he's frozen,
Alive.
like Walt Disney.
Walt Disney. I actually want him to come back alive. Can he come back alive? Can we
No, if
already
he's
do
like,
it?
hey guys, yeah, you thought I was dead. No, I'm actually alive. I tricked you. It was a prank.
Was hiding out in Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Jeffrey Epstein's not dead. We tricked you too.
He didn't kill himself in his jail cell.
We froze him because we don't have his stolen children that have adrenochrome. Yeah. And you might be wondering, what the fuck is Scientology? It's a religion
Cult full of celebrities.
that offers a precise path leading to a complete and certain understanding of one's true spiritual nature and one's relationships to self, family, groups, mankind, all life forms, and the material universe, supreme being. Whatever I just said was kind of bullshit because it sounds cool.
It was also confusing.
But they're also lying to you.
Also, the fact that it's like your fucking family don't want to join the cult, they will literally make you cut them off, so you won't be able to talk to anyone that doesn't believe in Scientology unless you're a celebrity and you have to work with them.
The whole cult or religion, or organization is tax evasion and has corrupt schemes to get money because they have these levels. So, like, for example, the first level, you have to pay to enter. Then
so many celebrities give so much money to the Scientology thing, and it's like.
And then another level, you have to give them more money. Another level, it's more expensive. So it's a scam.
That's why mainly celebrities are in it.
Because they're rich and they don't have anything else to spend their money on. Of course.
I didn't know this until my friend told me today, but Tom Cruise's marriages get arranged by the Scientology people.
Yeah, that's disgusting and weird. And then also, the wives are like, they have to join Scientology. They don't have a choice. And that's just creepy.
They divorce half the time.
And I wonder why. I wonder why.
So the fact that mainly actors are in it, like.
I mean, unless you're born into it, is it free? That's, yeah. I heard sometimes it's just a theory that if you're born in Disney, you have access to all the rides. And so many people have tried to give birth at Disney. And it's not true.
I know you're not allowed to scatter your dead family's ashes in Disney anymore.
But still, people do it, especially in the Haunted Mansion. That's why I think it's so haunted.
Probably. I feel like all of Disney is haunted, especially by Walt Disney. Like, his body is frozen there. Well, I think it's his head now, not his whole body.
Ew. His spirit is everywhere. That's why it's so magical. I heard.
Did you know that Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are actually sister and brother? Not.
No, they're not. No.
Yeah.
Where did you find that from?
Apparently, they actually are like sister and brother.
It's TikTok.
I believe them.
It's not even worth it to throw like your grandma's ashes on rides because, first of all, the janitors or whatever, they literally have to sweep it up and vacuum the ashes anyways. So where will the ashes end up? They will end up in the vacuum or garbage. So what the fuck is the point?
I remember I seen a video on YouTube years ago, and this person found a teddy bear, right? The teddy bear had like ashes in it. Like,
yeah.
I need to check my teddy bears. I'm joking. They're from like not secondhand stores or found or anything.
When I'm in thrift stores and there's toys and such, I'm like, what if someone just stitched the teddy bear up and there's like ashes inside?
Also, you never know what kind of entity can be attached.
Yeah. And that's why
I've seen this TikTok on my For You page, and this girl, she collects haunted dolls, and one of the spirits is trying to break free from the doll.
Lucifer. He's like, yep, that's right.
He's agreeing.
That's why I feel that they end up in literal thrift shops because, you
They're
know,
too haunted.
and I've always been scared of dolls since I was younger. Not anymore, but like American Girl dolls
See,
or
I've actually enjoy having a haunted doll.
you have one or you had, sorry, had
I
one.
had one.
And tell the story of that because it
Oh
was
yeah.
funny.
I was just like, wait, I had a haunted doll. Yeah, well, it wasn't ours. It was just in this house. We didn't know about it. But creepy things started happening. AKA, me and my sister cooking food. Right, my sister was cooking. I was on my phone reading something. And the garden door, by the way, which was locked, wide open.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Then I keep seeing shadow people everywhere in the house, especially in this one little room when I'm washing the dishes. So it's annoying. I've always heard things like people in my sister's room when she's not there. I remember once my sister's boyfriend couldn't open the room to their, like, couldn't open their room's door because someone was like blocking it with force, but no one was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Once randomly a light turned on. Yeah, and then a doll was found in the attic.
What the?
Lucifer just scratched me.
The doll came back.
No, she's in the bin, I think, or outside the house. Because then we found a really creepy doll, but she's kind of cute. Kind of cute, right? It was like one of, it's like all the Russian dolls people are scared of.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looked like one of those. She was like a very preppy kid's doll and whatnot. And then when we took her out and put her on the windowsill, that's when like half of this shit started happening even more. So we threw her outside, not through, like we put her outside the front door. She scared a delivery man once.
Oh.
And then that kind of disappeared. I don't know if she's still there. I think we threw her in a bin.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she might come back. I mean,
Hopefully not. I'll punch her.
after being thrown out to the garbage, she might.
No, she's like broken and all.
Same. I have a
And we
broken
just
soul.
sitting in an attic for years.
And sometimes I feel like very good souls are trapped in dolls, and they have no way else of like escaping from the doll. So they might do things like that to get your attention. And it's not like malicious activity. They just,
It's just playing around with you to try and get your attention.
yeah,
But that
because
makes me cry.
there's nothing else to do. Like, what can you do as a doll?
I kind of like haunted things, but they scare me.
I was always afraid of Chucky when I saw him too. There was literally a Chucky doll, like as a Halloween decoration on my neighbor's porch, patio, whatever. And I just did not want to enter the house. I was like, nope,
Um,
not
I
going in.
remember once, I think this was during quarantine probably, my friends came over. We watched this one horror movie. It was kind of like Chucky, but not at all, right? Like an off-brand version of Chucky, and it was so scary, I cried.
Annabelle, though? Oh,
No, it
no.
wasn't Annabelle. It was like an actual boy, like a genuine rip-off of Chucky. It's on Netflix. I can try and find it.
Oh, I think it's called The Boy.
Let me check.
I've seen so many TikTok edits of that movie, and they think that the boy that's living inside the house's walls is hot. And it's so disgusting because he's so all sweaty and gross and creepy. But of course, it's TikTok. Yeah, Brahms.
Mm-mm. It was genuinely like a Chucky doll.
Mm.
Child's Play. There's a Child's Play 3 is out. What the fuck? I didn't know they had a third part to it.
Ew, no. Back to Scientology.
Yeah, sorry.
This cult is theoretically, don't want to be next, theoretically, killed people who question the cult and its morals or get too close to knowing the actual reason behind the cult. So they just kill you
Wait, there's an
off.
actual reason behind the cult?
Of course, but it's not known to the public for obvious
Didn't know
reasons.
that. Yeah. Huh.
And
I have research to do. I'm joking. I don't want to die. Maybe I do, actually.
not by
I
a
don't
cult
want to
though.
calm down. Yeah, by my hand. Myself. No, I'm thinking, no. Old age is the way to go, I guess.
It's concerning with how they train their members and their tactics in general. Former members have claimed that they've received blackmail, punishment, tight control over your work and social life, cut off from any outside connections that aren't a part of Scientology, violence, and they literally have their own prison where people are humiliated and abused and must admit to their wrongdoings. So they have a prison.
Can I go into that prison?
And they don't think that this is something weird, something that should be investigated. Nope. So
I mean, no, the FBI in 2009 did start an investigation, though, because they believed that there were slave-like conditions in the Scientology base.
if you've done anything against Scientology, you're probably going to be sent there to the basement, to the prison.
And then they got sued for alleged abuse and human trafficking.
Never seen
Tom
again.
Cruise is a part of human trafficking schemes.
Yeah.
I swear that loads of girls find him hot. I don't know how. He's ugly.
He is. He's revolting. When I just see his face or John Travolta, I'm like, how do you find him attractive? He's an actor. A celebrity that's an ex-member to Scientology. Her name is Leah Remini, and she has been exposing these people who have been victimized by Scientology because ever since she escaped or left Scientology, she has been just ruthlessly followed and blackmailed, of course. And these people of Scientology, they don't want Leah to expose them, but that's what she's doing because, what she had to go through while being a part of that cult is very wrong.
Yeah. Also, I didn't even know you could leave that.
Well,
I thought if you were a part of Scientology, you'd just stay a part of Scientology.
you obviously have to deal with the consequences, which I just mentioned. She's in danger, and many ex-members as well, because just the thought of having control over your free speech of just telling your experiences with the cult, they don't want you saying anything because then
obviously they don't want people to know the truth because then it's like, oh, you're so bad, like, oh, we don't support you anymore, and then they don't get money.
Mm-hmm.
And they disguise themselves as a fucking religion. That is pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally making fun of religions in a way, I feel
like you're not allowed to go to the police, you have a psychiatrist, everything is...
You can't seek therapy.
Nope.
So what the fuck do you do if you're mentally ill?
Well, that's why they convert you to being a part of the Scientology cult. Whatever immensities you have in that cult, you can only look to.
I'm never joining Scientology, no matter how famous I am.
There was this one story I heard off TikTok, and this girl had to go pee really badly, and I think she was in a music theater thingy where just the bathrooms were off limits over there. So the only closest bathroom she could go to was, of course, Scientology, and they welcomed her in and everything. And once she, the building was very big and spacious, and they allowed her to go. into the bathroom,
Why is
but
it so blue? I don't like the fact that it's just so blue. Like their
I
buildings are
know
so
it
blue.
looks like a hospital to me. And also the windows are
It looks
covered.
like they're trying to make it seem like they're good people, like creating an image of heaven. That's the right term for it.
And once she left the bathroom, they were like following her and they were like, would you like to join our cult? Well, they wouldn't say cult, but would you like to join this and that? And she just booked it out of there. And yeah, I would
I
too.
want to go to the bathroom at Scientology. Oh
I
my
would
gosh,
piss in a bush.
I already do that.
Literally. And also, it's been said that they hate homosexuals.
Oh, I can't go there.
So, and
My
that
friends are
the author
homosexual.
states that they are the lowest of the low, sickly people, a contagion to society, and that they should be disposed of without any sorrow, just should be
Bye bye.
killed. They have many scary statements in Scientology, but they want to seem very positive and good to the outside world. But once you join, it's completely different to what they told you it was going to
Make
be
it out to
about.
be.
Like, you have to confess to things you've done. You have to take IQ
It's
tests.
like living in sin by Adrian Rich. Sorry. Why the hell do they need to know your IQ?
To control you.
I mean, if you have a low IQ, you could be controlled easier. They
And
probably only get people with low IQ. So not
no
us.
IQ.
Not us. Also, I have a dream about this. About this
Stop
conversation.
saying that you had a dream. I had a dream.
What?
What? What's your dream? Of just talking?
No, it was. I don't remember the dream at all. I just remember.
You just
this
said you
exactly-
you know
yeah,
what?
no, this is what happens when I dream of something, right? And it happens in real life. I don't remember the dream at all, right? But then, like a couple weeks later, it happens to me in real life. I'm like, I had a dream about this.
Well, you have a dream about me being rich? Us being rich?
Yes.
Okay. Good, because then it will become true.
I'll also dream about something else, and it'll come true.
But you won't remember until it actually happens.
Exactly.
Got it. Just the whole situation with Scientology is to not be
Don't join cults, basically.
yeah. Unless join our cult that we'll be creating.
Or unless I join a different cult because I want to join a cult.
There was also a TikToker that got many known TikTokers in one video of them wearing the Scientology chain. So they were
There's a
basically
Scientology chain.
yeah, with a symbol.
Mm.
And they didn't know what the symbol was for. So they were like posing with it and like showing
How do you know they didn't know?
off the Scientology necklace thingy. So maybe those TikTokers are a part of Scientology and they didn't even know. I feel that if
think
someone were to
Claudia and
just
Vivita would join Scientology.
there's nothing else better to do with my life. TikTok dances and Scientology.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Imagine she was like doing a TikTok dance in the Scientology building. I'm with the author. He's also doing a TikTok dance. And
yeah, wow. I'd like to see it happen. Charlie D'Amelio, get onto that. I'm sure you listen to
with
this.
Tom Cruise as well. Maybe marry him. Marry her sister. But she's taken. So
Wait, Charlie D'Amelio marrying his sister, what?
I was gonna say Charlie to marry Tom Cruise, but she's a minor. Wait, is she a minor?
No.
No, she's not a minor. Never mind. I get, but it's still weird. So I was gonna say that her sister should marry Tom Cruise. What's her name?
Dixie.
Dixie the cup. To marry Tom Cruise, but I said that she's taken by Noah.
Yeah.
Anyways, who gives a shit? I feel that if someone were to just say, wear this chain without even knowing the symbolism behind it,
I'd be like,
no, I'd be like, ha.
No,
No, it depends.
sorry, you're talking about symbols reminds me that in the playground that is in the park, right? The park I always go to. They have Nazi symbols drawn on the slide.
And you slide down that slide?
I don't go on it.
Viv is a neo-Nazi.
Oh,
Oh, that's the truth.
you finally
You've heard it
figured
here,
out.
folks.
I hate the Jews.
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
get cancelled. We're gonna
Again. I would love to be
Talk about the Holocaust and then being in it.
I would love to be put next to Peaches and Trisha.
I want to meet Trisha so badly. I just want to tell her that her song "I Love You, Jesus" has gotten me through so many hard times in life, and her ASMR and mukbangs have helped me eat many times in the past. It's actually not a joke.
I love you,
It's kind of bad.
Jesus. I love you, Jesus. He gives me reason. Oh, see how I feel that song could just make your day. If you're depressed,
I love it.
sing I love you, Jesus. If you're angry, sing I love you, Jesus. If you are a homosexual, sing I love you, Jesus. Then you will become straight. You will be freed from any sin. Wow.
Yeah, Trisha Paytas is the answer to the world. What the hell is Lucifer doing? He's so quiet. Lucifer. Where the fuck is he? Hold on.
He's
My cat has
disappeared.
disappeared.
He's been taken by Scientology.
Oh no.
Lucifer knows too much.
Lucifer, what do you know? Tell me.
He's also a black cat, so I mean, no wonder why
Actually,
Scientology would want to kill him.
I genuinely can't see him.
I also wanted to talk about a movie called Midsummer, which is a cult-based movie, and basically it was in Sweden.
It was a sex cult. That's what I understood from Beth. She's always talking about how it was a sex cult, and I'm like, nice.
I genuinely didn't know what was going on. The basis of the storyline is like a group of friends. There's like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Forgot their names. Haven't watched it since last year. And the girlfriend is kind of recruited into this cult because one of the friends is a part of the cult already. So he basically wants her to be the queen or whatever, and she does this competition and she wins, and she's the Mayflower queen. But basically her boyfriend dies in a bear suit, and he's put on yeah, they degutted a bear and they put him in the actual bear, and he died in a fire.
Claudia, do you want to join this cult with me? It sounds nice.
No. But
we get to move to Sweden.
Viv actually has celebrated Midsummer because that's an actual holiday, yeah. And it's not that cult. I mean, there could be
a pagan holiday.
Yeah. And how do you
just
celebrate?
Like a winter solstice or whatever, bonfire, and just stay up all night.
Very fun. And I want to
music, family, friends, drugs for some people, not me.
What day is it again?
I think the 25th of June or something, or July. No,
That's my birthday. July 25th.
20. I said 24th, not 25th.
It's only for one day.
23rd. Well, yeah. It depends on countries because in Latvia you have Ligo and Yani, which is like 2 days, 23rd and 24th. I'm pretty sure. And I usually celebrate from 23rd going into the 24th. That's why I stay all night.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna fly over there to Viv and we're gonna party.
Please do. 25th of June.
Okay, so not in
So you have to
July.
buy your plane ticket like right now.
If I have the money, someone create a charity for me to send donations to, so I could be happy with Viv, and then we could create episodes in
Together.
Ireland. Yeah, not on Zoom.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen, people. I've always wanted to just live in a community where we grow and make our own food because, as we know, food nowadays has chemicals in it.
Also, the fact that we're going to run out of food in the next 27 years because of climate change.
Yeah, and unwanted hormones that causes cancer and other illnesses.
We can live on a farm together in Europe,
Literally.
preferably.
And have
like Europe
farm
better.
animals like pigs, horses, cows are so beautiful. A place where we could all meditate and go on daily adventures as a group and practice spirituality or
It sounds like a
witchcraft.
really good cult.
I know.
Can we
And that
create it?
we would have free will to
Which
do.
country would we live in, though? France would be nice, but language barrier. Because we'd obviously not live in Paris. Paris people are mean. French people are mean. But in the countryside, we would be able to understand anything because people don't.
And
speak
that
English.
our cult would be hidden in the woods from society because we know society would hate us for having free things such as free food that we grow by ourselves. And
So I say Ireland or England, Scotland or Wales or Portugal. 'Cause people in Portugal speak English. And Spain.
and just
I think.
actually live without having to live up to societal standards, like having to
Can I
pay
just
for
say
things.
Scotland, like, it's so comforting to me. I've never been to it, but just videos I see, especially when it's raining, because it reminds me of Harry Potter. Harry Potter is such a big comfort for me.
And that's why we're going to be creating this cult with Becky being the leader and worshiping Anna. That's the first rule. We have to worship Anna and memorize the dances she has shown us. Rule number 2 is to support and accept anyone and everyone except for furries, unless they don't wear the fursuit around us. Just don't.
Unless they keep it away from us.
Yes. And crazy K-pop stans. You could be a K-pop stan, but not crazy about it.
Yeah. Look.
Just not being.
Some type of fans that just take it too far. But then there's some that I know in real life that are just the most nicest people on the earth, and I love them.
Blackpink. Rule number 3 is to be kind to one another, but also create havoc. Because that would be fun.
What's life without arguing? Nothing. Meaningless.
And to just destroy things. Like, you know that how there's like rage rooms?
I want to go to one so badly.
Same. So we would have things to destroy and graffiti and just take our anger out on things.
Right? There's a cat cafe in Dublin that we will be going to because they rescue the cats.
Very cute. Rule number 4 is to don't be a party pooper because that's disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Exactly. We want to live life to the fullest.
Exactly.
Not have to worry about feelings or, oh, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. If you don't like something, just be like, oh, I'm just not going to do this. I'll join you guys in the next activity. Do not ruin our mood.
There you go. Rule number 5 is to just be yourself.
Yeah, no one judges you in
Yeah.
this cult.
No one will judge you.
Unless you're a
We're
furry.
supportive.
I don't mind furries if they don't like talk about it.
And we would have dance classes with Anna
Yeah.
because she is our teacher. She is our guide to living.
Anna doesn't judge anyone. Look at her.
But she has sadly disappeared on us.
I think
that's
she might
why-
have been kidnapped by the Kremlin.
The Kremlin. Yeah, but once she comes back, that's when this cult will begin. So, if you're already watching us, if you're listening to us, you're already a part of it. Unless you're not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, what the fuck?
If you don't follow us on anything, then you're not in the cult.
Yeah. But if you're a usual watcher, then, there's no way out of it. You're
Exactly. You're just here.
yeah, join or die. That's our motto.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Kidding.
We won't kill off anyone because
No, we won't. Murder is not good.
we wanted to say goodbye
We did,
because,
unfortunately.
last episode ended on us talking about bestiality. No, not bestiality, but how furries
It was bestiality, basically.
get into being furries.
It was the best ending, though. It was the best ending this whole podcast will ever have.
Yeah. So here is your goodbye. So
Goodbye.
appreciate it. And our motto for our cult is in Russian. Say it. Please. It's so funny.
Сука, блядь, иди нахуй.
Woo!
That is the motto.
Inspired
If
by
you
our
don't know
Russian
what-
Queen Anna.
She'd say it every day.
Screaming
And if you
it.
don't know what it means, then don't worry about it. She has said those words. I remember when she's shouting, she's just like, blah, 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 suka, blah, 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 blah.
But that's why we love her, because she's so
Yeah.
real. She's so
She's
real.
real with us. She's honest. No hiding anything. Bye now.
Bye. Until next episode. Which we
Maybe.
don't know what will be the topic. It's going to be a surprise.
Actually, no, we don't.
Surprise.
Surprise.